Join us as we explore the fascinating realm of high-end timepieces with a particular emphasis on a brand that is both a status symbol and the world's most stolen watch. It's true, we're talking about Rolex, the most coveted watch brand and sadly, the most sought-after item for thieves. Come with me as I delve into the murky world of watch theft, reveal the most sought-after Rolex models, and teach you how to check if the watch you're wearing isn't a stolen timepiece. Chapter 1. The Alarming Stats. What follows is an analysis of the most recent data on Rolex thefts. Based on recent reports, Rolex continues to dominate the luxury watch market in terms of theft, with an alarming percentage of stolen watches being Rolex models. Where does it stand in comparison to other luxury companies, though? The astounding figures will show you why Rolex is still the most sought-after jewel in the world, so brace yourself. There are few luxury brands that can compete with the irresistible charm of a Rolex, which attracts both devoted watch fans and individuals with darker motives. Stolen Rolexes are highly sought after not only because of their monetary worth, but also because of the aura of grandeur and desire they exude. By delving into the disturbing numbers, we will shed light on the disproportionate number of stolen Rolex watches, illustrating how susceptible the brand is to criminal organizations around the world. As evidence of both their material and immaterial worth, consider the staggering number of stolen Rolex watches. The widespread impact of this problem highlights how Rolex has become a representation of ambition and illicit opportunity. The Watch Register noted that for some important brands and in some important markets, the amount of thefts is really alarming. There have been 47% of the thefts recorded in England, followed by 9% of the US and 9% in Germany. Furthermore, in terms of frequency of loss or theft, Rolex ranks first, accounting for 44% of all timepieces reported to the Watch Register's database. These timepieces are valued at $550 million, with the Daytona, GMT, and Oyster Perpetual being the most stolen models. This is largely attributable to their high demand, increasing primary market waitlists, and high secondary market value. Ranks 6 through 7 after that are Omega and Breitling. Chapter 2. The most stolen Rolex models. Swept away from the limelight of flawless craftsmanship and opulence lies the dark reality of stolen Rolex watches. We can go down the rabbit hole of forbidden wants by finding out which Rolex models are most desired by thieves. Prepare to enter the dark and mysterious realm where some Rolex watches serve as a guiding light for the wicked. The Rolex Daytona. This legendary timepiece has gone much beyond its racing origins to become a cultural icon, much to the dismay of its would-be burglars. In the world of crime, what makes the Daytona a desirable target? Daytonas are highly sought for in the underground market for stolen luxury timepieces for reasons beyond their association with races. These include their limited supply, complex chronograph functions, and classic design. Consistently high demand and lengthy waiting lists are consequences of the Daytona's infamously low production numbers. Both law-abiding citizens and criminals are enticed by its rarity, which adds to its charm. Originally developed for use by race car drivers, the Daytona's chronograph features now attract collectors because of the extra intricacy they bring. The downside is that it attracts a lot of attention from people looking for expensive watches with complex mechanisms because of these features. The Daytona's 3 subdials, tachometer bezel, and unique color combinations give it a classic look that many people love. The Daytona's undeniable allure lures in criminals who know it will be in high demand on the black market. The Rolex Submariner. Dive into the depths of Rolex's most famous dive watch, the Submariner, and you'll find a story where aquatic exploration meets criminal escapades. The Submariner is a highly sought-after item for individuals involved in illegal acquisitions because of its sturdy construction, water-resistant characteristics, and unique design. It's beloved by divers and deeply desired by thieves. The Submariner's ability to endure the rigors of a deep-sea exploration also renders it impervious to the damage that it can be caused by criminal pursuits. People looking for a trustworthy stolen watch will like its long-lasting quality. In addition to its attractive design, the Submariner's waterproof features make it a popular choice among thieves who partake in activities that require a watch to withstand extreme weather. The practicality of its design makes it useful in settings where other watches would fail. The Rolex Datejust. A Rolex Datejust is the pinnacle of classic timepiece design. Yet, as we delve into the history of this timeless style, we find that its subtle allure is noticed by those who desire more than just elegance. Why is the Datejust, with its timeless design and the charm of illegal acquisition, so appealing to thieves? The Datejust's dial is simple, and it features the brand's distinctive date window, so it may be worn for a variety of events. One downside of its adaptability is that it can easily go from a collector's hand to a thieves. An alluring choice for those involved in covert operations, the Datejust effortlessly blends in with any environment, whether it's a formal or casual one. Its low-key elegance makes it a hot commodity in the criminal underground. The Rolex GMT Master 2. In this, the domain of the Rolex GMT Master 2, you will travel through time zones and engage in criminal transactions. Not only does this model represent worldwide travel and high-stakes international crime, but it also is enticing for regular passengers around the world. An indispensable travel companion for globetrotters and frequent flyers, the GMT Master 2 can show off the time in 2 different time zones at once. Thieves planning international heists can use it strategically because of this characteristic, which is unfortunate. The GMT Master 2 is readily identifiable around the world thanks to its unique Pepsi bezel, which combines red and blue. On the black market, where stolen watches must keep their worth and desirability, this recognition enhances its appeal. The Rolex Day Date. The Rolex Day Date, sometimes called the President's Watch, is a revered emblem of power and wealth in the hallowed halls of power and richness. But when we delve more into its renown, we discover that the criminal underworld, where status and power are expensive, treats it as a prized possession because of its ties to the privileged. The Day Date became known as the date of choice among world leaders, including multiple presidents of the United States. For those who want to make a statement or own a piece of history, its link with powerful people makes it more appealing. Gold and platinum are just 2 of the precious metals used to make day date models, which increase their worth. Thieves seeking valuable loot find these expensive materials to be an enticing target. Chapter 3. Celebrities that have been targeted and had their Rolex watches stolen. The irresistible charm of Rolex watches makes them easy prey for daring thieves, even if they frequently adorn the wrists of famous people. Come with us as we investigate disturbing accounts of celebrities having their cherished Rolexes stolen, illuminating the risks that come along with the allure of high-end timepieces. A teenager brandishing a knife snatched Welsh musician and TV host Aled Jones's $17,000 Rolex in West London. Strangely enough, the 16-year-old who had assaulted Mr. Jones contacted me while we were filming the documentary. He had seen all of my messages across several watch theft Instagram accounts. In April of last year, Amir Khan, a former boxer, and his wife were held up in a gunpoint as they left a restaurant in Leighton, East London. However, there's no indication that this was done on purpose or by a group that commits such crimes frequently. The alleged mugging of fashion designer Nicole Fahy occurred in April of last year outside her home in Highgate, North London. 2 men brandished knives and made off with a diamond ring and a Rolex watch that had belonged to her father. She claimed during her current trial at Wood Green Crown Court that she had passed out while the alleged heist was taking place. Chapter 4. Why Rolex watches are so desirable. Rich in history, famous for their distinctive designs, precise, innovative, rare, and culturally significant, Rolex watches are highly sought for. Every Rolex is an enduring sign of achievement, a precision masterpiece that connects to a journey that spans a century. Scarcity gives an extra degree of attraction to items that are already highly desirable due to their exclusivity, which makes owning them feel like joining an elite club. If you want to make a statement about your taste, ambition, or cultural status, then you should wear a Rolex. Come back with us in the following section as we go into the process of determining the identity of a stolen Rolex. Chapter 5. Identifying a stolen Rolex. If you've ever wanted to own a Rolex but were terrified you would unwittingly purchase a stolen model, then you need to know how to spot a stolen Rolex. If you want to know if your Rolex is real or involved in some sort of illegal activity, this section will teach you how to tell the difference. You may rely on us for all of your authentication certificate and serial number needs. Keep an eye on the news to be sure that the Rolex you're wearing has a spotless history. As we set out on this adventure, keep in mind that finding a stolen Rolex is about more than simply protecting your investment. It's also about honoring the brand and joining the fight against the illegal trade in these desirable watches. Join me in embracing the allure of a Rolex without being complicit in the murky realm of stolen timepieces. Chapter 6. Preserving your investment. Now that we've covered Rolex theft in detail, let's move on to the next topic: how to preserve your investment. Our practical measures will help you to protect your valuable Rolex from being stolen or misplaced. We'll go over insurance suggestions and secure storage choices. It's said that the best defense against theft in the world of high-end watches is knowledge. In addition to the evidentiary steps, we will discuss the value of being alert in crowded areas and the function of authentication services in guaranteeing the authenticity of your watch. Protecting your Rolex is about more than simply keeping it safe. It's about restoring the serenity that comes from knowing your prized possession is safe from harm. Come along as we explore the final chapter, delving into the enduring charm of Rolex for individuals who value their authentic pursuit of horological perfection. That concludes our fascinating look at Rolex, the world's most stolen luxury watch. Everything about the watch theft industry has been examined, including the enticing qualities that make people steal them, the shocking numbers, and the dark underworld involved. Anytime you look down at your Rolex watch, keep in mind that it's more than simply a timepiece. It's a symbol of your opulence, your history, and alas, a valuable commodity that criminals covet. Never let your guard down, be well informed, and always check your wrists.